The moment I touched the sword in front of me, my whole body was suddenly covered in armor. It turned out that on this day, all disciples had come to choose their own swords, and the spiritual will of the swords would guide their destined masters. The next second, a sudden sword hum attracted the girl. At the same time, all the other disciples around her vanished. Before she could react, a huge suction force pulled her into the air, and she finally landed on the edge of a cliff. It was precisely that sword that had lured her. Just then, the girl woke up from her dream and plummeted straight off the cliff. Seeing my sister in danger, I rushed forward immediately. However, time suddenly stood still, and a beam of blue light guided me. It turned out that I had also gained the recognition of the divine sword, so I waved my hand, and the sword caught my falling sister. Unexpectedly, the moment I touched the sword, armor suddenly appeared on my body, a scene that shocked everyone present. At this point, the dean sensed that the divine sword had found its master. To test my potential, he set up a formation. I summoned the divine sword with both hands, and the formation was shattered in an instant. This sight put everyone at ease. Yet when my sister drew her sword, she found it was just a discarded hilt. Since each person could only have one sword, she had to take the hilt to participate in the entrance exam. Soon she was injured in the formation but refused to give up. Then she accidentally tore a classmate's clothes, which made the teacher very angry. The teacher warned her that if she failed the next exam, she would be expelled. Seeing how dejected she was, I started training with her every day to help improve her swordsmanship. Finally, the exam day arrived. Although the girl had been practicing with this divine sword, the illusory blade was always unstable. Sure enough, after she grasped the divine sword, it completely slipped out of her control. In the critical moment, the teacher ended the formation. The girl failed the exam and had to drop out. A sword abandoned by its master would be thrown into the sword-melting furnace to be destroyed. Unwilling to watch the divine sword perish, the girl, in a moment of urgency, burst forth with immense strength and pulled the divine sword out of the fire. This time, she earned the sword's recognition.